everyone, it's Editing Kim just popping in to chat. I felt like I couldn't post this vlog without acknowledging and bringing awareness to what's going on with the National Park Service right now. Literally during the week that we were in Big Bend National Park, there were a lot of layoffs, over 1,000, I think maybe over 2,000 at this point. Of the National Park Service staff have been fired nationwide, which is just really devastating. I'm very heartbroken over it and very concerned about the future of our parks and our public land, and the effects that this will have in terms of preserving and protecting the nature. It's not good. I have a lot of things that I could say and it would be a very long video, but I do just want to draw some attention to what's going on, and just remind everyone that as we go forward, if you are visiting any national parks, any wilderness areas, national forests, monuments, memorials, historic sites that are all managed by NPS, that going forward, you know, there could be a lot of closures and there could be just a lot of things that are not being maintained as they should, just because of the lack of staff. So just be patient, be kind, and be respectful. You should always keep that mindset when you visit public land, but especially now, just be mindful. And don't leave your trash behind, and even if you see trash that isn't yours, I encourage you to pick it up and help them out, because they are really needing our help right now. So yeah, just be patient, be mindful. I'm going to put a list of some organizations in the description that you can look into. Also, you know, if you can't donate money, maybe consider donating your time, find some volunteering opportunities. Even if you don't live near a national park, there are plenty of national forests, as well as protected wilderness areas, that I'm sure you can find something locally, even if it's just like a one-day event of like a local cleanup at a park. Anything helps. Also, if you have a favorite national park, you can go to their website and donate to them directly. They also have official park partnerships that you can donate to, that are local organizations that work to provide education, as well as maintenance to the parks. So yeah, again, the list goes on. I could make like a whole 30-minute rant video about all the things, but just wanted to draw some attention to that before I dive into the vlog. We did have a lot of fun, and we're so thankful to the park staff that make these wonderful experiences happen. And sorry, I'm choking up. It's just something that's very dear to my heart, and I hope that you guys enjoy the vlog, and we did have a lot of fun, so I hope you guys have fun watching it.
On behalf of all of us, we thank you for choosing Delta. We look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good day.
Good morning and welcome to the vlog. I apologize for the ASMR jump scare, but it is like 5:30 here, 5:30 in the morning, and Ian is still asleep. I'm gonna check if I can actually hear myself. Okay, I can actually hear myself, so again, sorry for the whisper talk. We got into El Paso last night at like 9:30 their time. They're 2 hours behind Atlanta, and sorry, I'm like exhausted. So by the time we walked over, or like landed, got our luggage, walked over to the hotel, and got to bed, it was like 11:30 p.m. El Paso time. And I slept a miserable 2.5 hours. And I tried desperately to go back to sleep, but I couldn't. I was tossing and turning for so long. So finally at 5 a.m. I decided to just get up. I did some yoga stretches for like 15 minutes because my back was just like super compressed and like my neck hurt from being on a 3.5-hour flight. But yeah, just feeling really tired. Like I said, I only slept from like 11:30 to 2, and it was like that kind of restless sleep that doesn't really feel like you're sleeping. So I do feel a little better now that I took a shower. I did some yoga stretches, and they have complimentary continental breakfast starting at 6 a.m. here. So I'm like desperately waiting. I had a really sad airport dinner, so I'm looking forward to this. But yeah, long drive today, all the way to Big Bend from here. We are going to stop in Marfa to break things up, get some burritos for lunch, and maybe go to a couple galleries and walk around town, and then make our way down to Big Bend. So hopefully I can power through with the help of some caffeine, and I know I'm going to be sleeping good tonight. The good news is tomorrow we can sleep in a little. We're going on a river tour, and we don't have to meet till 8, so we can kind of sleep in a little, relax. But I will be passing out really hard tonight, so wish me luck. I will check in with you guys later.
It is the availability of raw power, not the use of it, that makes for effective diplomacy. Last summer's rebellion in Cuba, which left the island leaderless, provided Roosevelt with a textbook example. Acting as usual with lightning swiftness.
I wonder who maintains it. Okay, hi, I look crazy. I didn't grab my headlamp like I should have, and I was trying to walk back from the bathroom in the dark. I don't think, oh, maybe you can. Am I bleeding? I literally ran full body, face first, into this like thorny bush, and Ian had to pluck like a thorn out of my face. Like, it really hurt. Anyway, so I have oh, is the battery dead? Hello? Crap. Well, that's no good. Oh no, it's on. Yeah, okay. I have my headlamp now, so I won't be doing that anymore. Anyway, we are in our little teepee. This was a very last minute trip in general, and so like we were lucky that this was available, because we were trying to do the Chisos hotel like inside Big Bend, but I'll tell the story later of how this all got planned. But this is our little teepee. It's nice and cozy. It is really freaking cold, but we've got the space heater on. We have electric blanket, I think, and we have regular extra blankets. Also, this is my tent light. Look how bright it is. Like, hold on, let me turn it off for a second. Like, it's so dim in here without it. Sorry, it's like not focusing. I love this tent light. Anyway. But yeah, we're just getting settled in. I'm super freaking tired. I like didn't feel tired all day despite having not slept, but even after doing like the hike and driving for like a million hours, but post eating I'm like in a coma. So I think we're just gonna make a cozy fire, roast some s'mores, and then I'm going night night. But yeah, it's super cute. I'll have to show you in the daytime outside. Also, this was like literally across the street from where we ate dinner, which we didn't know, so that was a fun surprise. But yeah, I will check in with you guys when I'm a little more with it, because I'm exhausted. But today was fun. Big Bend has not disappointed so far. And I'm looking forward to our river tour tomorrow. So I will talk to you guys later. Night night. Good morning, friends. The sun is rising. The moon is still quite bright in the sky, but it's beautiful and cold. I got a lot of good sleep last night, which I'm thankful for because I was struggling towards the end there. It was probably showing. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. It did get quite cold last night. It was definitely under 40. I don't know if it got quite to freezing. But we were okay in the teepee. We had a little space heater and 2 thick wool blankets. I wore like a sweatsuit and like my Patagonia sweatshirt over. And then the bed has like a built-in heated blanket on like underneath us. So I really didn't get too cold. There's like a couple times in the night maybe, but it really wasn't bad at all. But yeah, this is our little teepee home for the next few days. Today we are going for a river tour. It says either raft or canoe based on the water level, so we will see what we end up with, but yeah, I'm excited for that. Over the course of these few days we're in Big Bend, we'll get to see pretty much like all the different sections. It's quite a big park. So yesterday we were kind of on the southwest side, very close to the, like literally across from the border with Mexico and the Rio Grande. So we got to explore that section a little bit. And then today we'll be on the east side. They're transporting us over there with the canoes or rafts or what have you, and we'll get to explore a bit over there. It said on the itinerary that there's hot springs, so I'm wearing my swimsuit right now. And again, it'll warm up once the sun is out, and if it's hot springs, you know, it'll be nice. But right now, thinking about getting in a body of water with my swimsuit on is not ideal because I'm really cold. Even just holding my camera up, my hand is cold. But either way, I think it should be exciting. We should see some really cool wildlife. And then, yeah, I think that's kind of just the plan for the day. It's like an 8-hour tour, so it'll take up most of the day. We're gonna come back and try and find something to pack to eat for tomorrow's hike. It'll be a long haul, 15 miles. And we did find out that there's a mini fridge in here. At first we were thinking that we wouldn't be able to store any food, but that's really fortunate. So we're gonna see if we can find like a sandwich or something that we can bring. And of course we've got a bunch of snacks at Walmart and stuff. The fire ended up being really lovely last night. It was just nice to warm up and be cozy. We watched the moon rise. I probably included a clip of it, but it was like impossible to describe how clear and full that moon was. Like, I mean, it's behind me right now, but like I could see the man on the moon. I could see, I always said there was a little bunny rabbit on the moon, but it was just like crystal clear, so gorgeous. And despite the moon being so full, the stargazing was incredible. Like, the stars were so bright, so beautiful. And I can only imagine when it's like, you know, a new moon and it's like completely dark, like all the stars that come out. This is some of the best stargazing in the whole country just because of how remote it is here. There's like almost no light pollution, which is really incredible. So yeah, just really looking forward to exploring more today, and sorry if I'm rambling, but I will catch up with y'all later. Bye. We just had lunch after canoeing a little ways. I didn't get too many videos of the canoe because honestly I'm not great at canoeing, better at kayaking, and it was just taking all my focus to not crash the boat. But yeah, it was really cool. We went, had lunch, there's a cute little road runner, and we went over to the hot springs. It was really not cool. It was hot. It was really neat though. It's a natural hot spring. It used to be like covered in a building. We're going around looking at the ruins here of the old settlement, but I didn't take a ton of pictures or videos because I didn't want to like record people in their bathing suits. But yeah, it was really neat. And now we're gonna canoe some more. Oh my god, there's a really huge, is that a raven or a crow? It's huge. Right under that tree. Do you see it? Yeah, well, there's a really cool raven over there. I'll see if I can get a pic or something. But we have more canoeing and then heading out for the day. But it's been a really cool experience just being on the river, and yeah.
All of these little nodes on the paddles, they're called glochids. And the glochids are actually they function kind of like fiberglass. Things that are big businesses that used a lot of camellia wax because it's a nice waxy substance.
Hello friends, we are back from our dinner, which was amazing. 10 out of 10. Would highly recommend El Gordo's Grill. Just a little food truck on the side of the road, but so good. About to have some s'mores, just be cozy for the night. It's a lot warmer tonight than it was last night. Last night was our coldest night, which also we're so stupid. The bed actually does, this is the electric blanket, and we slept on top of it last night because we were like, oh, we thought like this was tucked in, it was just like in the bed, but no, there's like actual sheets and blanket down here as well. So I mean, we stayed warm with like all the other blankets and stuff, but we will be getting under those blankets tonight. But yeah, shouldn't be as cold tonight though, so oh well. But anyway, I just want to pop in and do a couple updates, and also like I think I never really told you why we were on this trip. For starters, we're like outdoorsy people. We love hiking and exploring and just traveling in general, but we are definitely trying to hit every national park in the US. So far we've done, this is our 17th that we've done together. He's done a couple before we were together, and I've done a couple without him as well. But we're just trying to count the ones that we do cumulatively. And then we were going to take this trip later in the year, in December actually, but we basically had to just like rearrange everything. We were gonna take a trip for Memorial Day weekend in the Dakotas, but the reason why that ended up not working out is basically like we each have the Delta card that like gives you your companion pass for the year, and we had the whole trip, like the itinerary planned out, everything was ready to go, we were about to book everything, but then we realized like those dates like weren't available for the companion pass. We are going to do that trip later this year though, so that works out, and it was cheaper to do it later in the year, so that was perfect. But then we were like, we need to use his companion pass before then, so that it doesn't expire and we like lose, you know, the value or whatever. So we were like scrambling to find a trip to do at this time of year, and this ended up being perfect because one, it was like inexpensive, two, it's like the best time to go because of the weather. In the summer it's like not manageable. The blue bonnets are starting to bloom, which I'm really excited to see some of those. And what else? There's something else. Oh, they are actually going to start doing some major construction later this year, like I think in May, and it's going to go on for 2 more years to where like a lot of the stuff will not be accessible. So if you want to go to Big Bend, go literally right now. So like it was all kind of just like perfect timing, and it turned out, you know, to be like perfect for us. But anyway, so that's kind of just like the backstory of why we're here, if you were curious. Oh, I'm also here to tell you that I did start the intro for Giovanni's room on the plane, but we were hitting a lot of turbulence, so it was like upsetting my stomach, and I just like needed to stop. So I'm hoping to get a little more read before we leave, but I don't know that I'm going to finish just with how tired I am at night after doing our full day of hikes and stuff. And then I did start the first book in the Theodore Roosevelt biographies. Ian read them all a few years ago, and hold on. Sorry, he wanted me to come look upstairs. So really quick, I started that. I'm very interested. I love biographies in general, and I think it's just always interesting to have like a different lens on like these huge historic figures, especially like learning about their early life and what they were like as children. It's like sometimes you don't really picture like the presidents as like what they were like as a child, so it's always kind of an interesting lens to get a full picture of who they are as a person. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm hoping to maybe get it done with all the driving left on this trip, but we will see. But anyway, I gotta go check out the stars apparently, so I will catch you guys later. Bye. What was your favorite thing you saw today?
Probably just the views in general.
Yeah.
Canyon walls.
What about your favorite critter?
It was cool seeing the Roadrunner.
Yeah, because we didn't see one last time we were here, right?
I don't think so.
Favorite plant?
I thought the Living Stone was pretty cool.
Living stone?
Living rock.
Oh, yeah.
The succulent.
Yeah. I liked the Roadrunner, and I liked that desert cottontail that we saw before we started our...
Yeah, it's cute. A couple.
Yeah. And I liked the candle plant.
Oh yeah. Forgot what it's called. Calendula?
No, it was like...
Calendula.
I don't remember. It like translated into little candle. This is one of the pinnacles. I'm behind it now. Just wanted to come check it out before we continue on. I'm so out of breath. The lichen on this is really cool. Alright, on we go. Over there is Emery Peak. Got a long ways to go. That is Emery Peak. Great. I just summited. I decided against. I'm on this peak right next to it. I don't know that it has a name, but it was looking kind of sketch. Climbing up that one and even getting down this one is going to be a challenge, but I do not claim to be an experienced rock climber, so I did not want to risk injuring myself. Step. But I can make it down this on my own and decided to sit it out just because it's given trouble and I think it was worth the risk. Plus we're supposedly supposed to get a pretty good view better than this down at the south rim, so I think it was the right call, but I don't regret coming up here yet. We'll see how it feels coming down, but it is quite lovely up here. Just taking it one step at a time to get down because I do not want to fall. floating head. Well, anyway, hello. I am feeling somewhat like a normal person after having a delicious dinner and showering, but today was brutal, but we had mostly fun on the hike. We saw lots of cool birds. We saw peregrine falcons, right?
Yep.
We saw the Mexican blue jay. A lot of really cool lichen, which I wasn't expecting, but I was liking it. And yeah, it was just like an overall good experience. I think if I were to do it over again, for like a full day of hiking, I would omit Emery Peak. It was a little underwhelming and not worth the climb. I'm not mad I did it, but just if you're trying to do an all-day thing, I would expand and do some other trails in the area. But I mean, we essentially walked almost all of the Chisos minus what we may do tomorrow, depending how we're feeling. We're trying to do Lost Mine Trail.
Lost Mine Trail.
We were going to do Window Trail tomorrow too, but we essentially got to see the window from the Pinnacles Trail, so I think we're just going to skip that completely. But we'll see how we're feeling, if we're up to it. It was a brutal 15.5 miles. The sun was definitely getting to me towards the end. Also the wind, I feel like I'm windburned. But yeah, overall had a great time. Great views on the South Rim. Definitely check that out if you're here. But it's our last night here at the tipi. We're having a little fire, doing some more s'mores. The stars are coming out. Beautiful again. And we ended up going back to the food truck, El Gordo's Grill, because we were going to go to the Starlight Theater. It's a famous restaurant here. There's very few options, but like we literally got there 10 minutes after they opened, and there was already an hour-and-a-half wait line out the door. It was crazy. So I just perused the little trading company there, and then we bounced because we were tired and didn't want to wait that long. So it ended up being perfect because yesterday they didn't have birria, so we got birria tacos and a birria quesadilla, and they still didn't have horchata today. They were out yesterday too, but we did get the agua de melon, and it was so good. It revived me, and I wish I could drink that by the gallon every day. But yeah, I think we're just gonna chill for the night and just try and decompress after a long day of hiking, and yeah, tomorrow we'll see how we're feeling. If not, we'll just drive around and do some things. We may try and get over to Big Bend Ranch State Park, which is adjacent on the other side of Terlingua, on the way back up to El Paso, because it'd be cool to check it out. We also may be able to see blue bonnets. Is that what they're called? No. Yes.
Blue bonnets.
Blue bonnets. The state flower. I kept trying to say bird. The state flower that's supposed to be starting to bloom now. And our river tour guide said that we'll see them first in the state park. We didn't see any today, so we can try for that maybe. But we will see where the day takes us. Until later.
Here, please.
So as not to affect his studies, but it did not stop him reproaching himself, often in tones of bitter self-contempt. I often feel badly that such a wonderful man as father should have had a son as...
Good afternoon, friends. We are currently in Big Bend Ranch State Park, not the national park. We woke up. I was feeling like I could go for the hike, and Ian said now he probably could, but I think it's just better to rest. He was having issues with his knees, so no need to push ourselves and risk injury. But we know we'll probably be back here one day, maybe with kids, who knows. But we'll have more opportunities in the future, I think. But if anyone is able to go to Big Bend National Park, the trail we were going to do was the Lost Mine Trail, and it's one of the top rated trails on all trails in the whole world. So definitely want to do it someday. But we've really been enjoying just driving through the state park. It was surprisingly like just gorgeous and beautiful, and it's very vast too. So definitely worth the drive through if you want. The highway that cuts through it runs all along the border with Mexico, and we're just taking it all the way up back to go through Marfa and to El Paso. But Ian's identifying bird. Did you get it? It's a verdin. But anyway, we're just doing a couple of shorter trails just to get out, stretch our legs before we head out. But definitely worth it. Loved our trip, and we'll be back.